Just shut up. I'm trying to tell you I think I'm pregnant.
Involving a vicious attack from red bugs, causing damage to his testicles. And a young woman who just had a huge epiphany.
I started looking at pictures, and she looks just like him.
And suddenly believes her friend with benefits fathered her daughter. He's missed 2 years of her life. Now he wants to see the DNA proof.
To mess around with 2 guys, why not 3? Why not 4?
Really?
And what happens is unbelievable. Realizations, recriminations, and red bugs. The drama starts now. Okay, everybody. Now, this is 2-year-old A Blessing, and 1-year-old Sincerely, and 2-month-old Roland. 3 beautiful children, fabulous names. And this is their mother, Heaven, who's joining us from White City, Oregon. You see, Heaven says all of her children are a blessing because she did not think she could have any children again. But her fiancé, Roland, doesn't believe in miracles. In fact, Roland has very specific reasons why he doubts he's the father of all 3 of these kids. So, Heaven, you and Roland have been together for 5 years. What has this done to your relationship?
This has been a nightmare, Maury. I mean, it went from us being best friends to almost strangers. It's like, how can you deny these beautiful children? I'll never understand that.
Are you absolutely sure that he's the father of all 3?
Without reasonable doubt, I know that Roland is the father of my children.
The older one is A Blessing, and I assume you named A Blessing because she was.
So here's the story, Maury. I have a 19-year-old son and a 17-year-old daughter. After being on birth control for 17 years, the doctors told me that there was slim to no chance that I'd ever conceive again. And it just so happens that I get with Roland, and I ended up pregnant with A Blessing. And he's like, oh, I thought you said you couldn't get pregnant. Oh, what happened here? And I'm like, okay, things happen. Her name is A Blessing. What do you think happened? She's my miracle baby.
And did he say any other reason why he didn't think that she was his?
He says that I was too inebriated. I drank too much. I did too many things. So he's questioning me. And I really think it's because he was doing all the cheating.
So I'm looking at these shots we have of A Blessing. Wow. She's got a beautiful smile, doesn't she? Does she look?
She's gorgeous.
Does she look like Roland?
She does, especially when she puts on his hats, his little fedoras or Kango. She looks exactly like him. Look at her. Look at her eyes. Look at her nose. She looks exactly like Roland.
Okay, so now let's move on. Okay, so you have A Blessing in A Blessing, and you get pregnant again.
So I ended up pregnant with Sincerely. And he's automatically thinking, oh, my God, here we go again. And I'm telling him, okay, well, we have another blessing. Be happy about it. Instead of him being happy, he was upset about it. No, you were not happy.
If you ain't been pregnant before, why get pregnant now?
You did not. No, you were not happy, Roland.
Okay. Well, all right.
No, you tell me you can't have kids and then you just have kids. Like, come on, man.
But Roland says that you two weren't too intimate around the time that Sincerely...
Roland is a lie. Roland is a lie. We have been sleeping together for 5 years. I haven't been with anybody else. I even told him, you know what? I'll put the past in the past. Whatever you did, I'll let it go. Just know that I have not cheated on you. That's why I wish we could have did the lie detector test, because I know I would have passed and he's an epic fail.
Does Sincerely look like Roland?
Sincerely, oh, my precious baby, she looks a lot like me and my mom. But if you look, you can clearly see the similarities between Roland and Sincerely. She has his forehead. She has his eyes. She has his mouth. She looks like Roland. I don't see how he doesn't see it.
Then the third one comes along. My Lord, for somebody who can't have babies, you have a lot of babies in a quick time.
It's true. I did have 3 babies back to back. Yes, I did. Okay. But with this one,
yeah,
he says he doesn't remember when I got pregnant with Roland. Now, how don't you remember? Let me think. I was sober. You can't say that I was drinking. So you tell me when it happened. So I told him, I said, hey, Roland, I'm pregnant. He goes, oh, well, if it's a boy, I know I didn't make it because I can't make boys.
Right.
I said, oh, you can't? Well, let's find out.
Meanwhile, he also says that Roland is too light.
He says that Roland is too light-skinned. His hair is too straight. Oh, wait. Get this, Maury. He said his is even too big to be an African-American child. He has to be Caucasian.
And then he says you insulted him because you didn't make it a junior or a third. It was just Roland.
Why should I? Why should I? Given the history that he and I have had, I'm not going to put him as the third. Why? Because there's another baby in question, and it's a little boy. And if it's his, I'm not going to name my son the third, having me looking all crazy. No, it's not going to happen.
Oh, I see. So so Roland wouldn't be the firstborn boy. Is that it? Is that the way it is?
That would be correct if this other baby belongs to him.
What's it make you feel like when Roland doesn't trust you?
It makes me feel really sad because I have been nothing but good to Roland. I have been faithful to Roland. I haven't cheated on him. I haven't been with anybody else. It makes me feel like I'm not worthy, and I know my worth. I'm a good woman, Maury, a very good woman.
Okay, Heaven, so when we come back, we're going to meet your fiancé, Roland. We're going to get his version of the story. And, of course,